It's 5:30 p.m. on a Friday. You just survived another 45-hour work week. You're sitting in your car or squeezed into a train seat, staring blankly ahead. Your body is there, but your brain, completely fried. The idea of cooking dinner feels as exhausting as climbing a mountain. So you do what most people do. You open the delivery app. 30 seconds later, you've ordered $45 worth of Thai food, pizza, or burgers. You get home, crack open a drink, collapse on the couch, and binge watch something you don't even enjoy. And you whisper to yourself, I earned this. But what if I told you, you didn't just spend $45? What if that dinner, the gas you burned commuting all week, the outfit you bought for the office, and even the stress that made you order takeout in the first place are all hidden taxes silently eating your paycheck? What if I told you that the $30 an hour you think you earn might actually be closer to $8, maybe even less? Welcome to Mindset Millionaire, where we expose the invisible math controlling your money and your freedom. If you've ever looked at your bank balance and wondered, where did it all go, hit that subscribe button right now. Because today, we're not talking about investing hacks or side hustles. We're talking about the biggest financial scam you're participating in without even realizing it. And it starts with one simple lie, your salary. From the moment we graduate, we're programmed to think our worth equals our annual income. $65,000 a year sounds solid. Respectable. That's roughly $31 an hour. Not bad, right? But here's the truth no one teaches you. In business, revenue means nothing without expenses. A company can generate $1 million in sales, but if it spends $1 million to make it, it's broke. Zero profit. Failing business. Now ask yourself, why don't we apply that same logic to our own lives? Let's break it down. Meet James. James earns $65,000 a year. Sounds good on paper, but before that money even touches his bank account, taxes take a bite. Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare. Suddenly, his $31 an hour drops closer to $24. That's just the beginning. Now let's subtract the cost of working. The commute alone costs thousands per year: gas, car payments, insurance, maintenance. Or maybe it's train passes. Either way, it's money spent just to show up. Let's say $4,000 a year. Then there's clothing. James can't wear pajamas to work. He buys business casual outfits. Shoes, dry cleaning, haircuts. Appearance is part of the job. Next comes convenience spending. Because James is exhausted, he grabs coffee instead of brewing it at home. He buys lunch twice a week because meal prepping feels impossible. Maybe he pays for a dog walker. Maybe he orders dinner on Fridays because he's drained. These are expenses created by the job itself. And then we hit the darkest category, decompression spending. The Friday night bar tab. The impulsive weekend getaway. Retail therapy. Therapy sessions. Streaming subscriptions. The money spent to numb the stress caused by the job. These aren't luxuries. They're coping mechanisms. Add it all up, and that $65,000 salary starts shrinking fast. After taxes and job-related expenses, James might realistically be left with $35,000. But we're still not done. Because wage isn't just money. It's money divided by time. HR says James works 40 hours a week. That's adorable. James wakes up early to shower and get ready. That's unpaid time. He commutes an hour a day. Unpaid. Lunch break. He's stuck near the office. He can't truly relax. After work, he decompresses for 30 minutes, scrolling or venting about his boss. He checks emails at night. He worries on Sunday. That's all shadow work. Add it up and James isn't working 40 hours. He's dedicating 55 to 60 hours a week to his job. Nearly 3,000 hours a year. Now let's do the real math. $35,000 divided by 3,000 hours. That's around $11 an hour. In high-cost cities, maybe even less. The teenager flipping burgers might actually earn more per real hour of life. Why? Because he walks to work, wears a uniform, and leaves his stress at the door. This is the work trap. You think you're making good money. But you're running a high-revenue, low-margin life. You are the product, and you're selling yourself at a discount. Now before you panic, this isn't about quitting your job tomorrow and living in the woods. This is about awareness. Because once you calculate your real hourly wage, everything changes. This concept was popularized in the book, and it flips your entire perspective on spending. Imagine your real hourly wage is $10. You walk into a store and see shoes for $100. That's not $100. That's 10 hours of your life. 10 hours of commuting, 10 hours of meetings, 10 hours of stress. Are those shoes worth 10 hours of your existence? Suddenly, consumerism looks different. This is also why promotions can be dangerous. A $10,000 raise sounds amazing, until you realize it comes with longer hours, more stress, more takeout meals, better suits, maybe even a second car. Your revenue goes up, but your expenses, and your time commitment, explode. Your real hourly wage might actually drop. And here's the scariest part. Every dollar you spend on convenience and coping isn't just money gone today. It's money not invested. That $5 daily coffee invested at 7% for 30 years. That's close to $200,000. You're not just drinking coffee. You're drinking your future freedom. The system depends on you being too tired to calculate this. Too exhausted to question it. So you keep upgrading apartments, financing cars, buying things to tolerate a job you need in order to afford those things. It's a loop. So how do we escape? We stop obsessing over income, and start obsessing over margin. Your life is a business. A smart business owner increases profit by either raising revenue or cutting costs. Ideally both, but cutting costs is often faster and more powerful. Can you negotiate 2 work-from-home days per week? That could save hours and thousands annually. That's a raise without asking for one. Can you meal prep on Sundays? Brew coffee at home, move closer to work, care less about impressing coworkers. Every dollar of work-related expense you eliminate is pure profit. Pure freedom. Imagine 2 people. One makes $100,000 a year, spends $95,000, and works 70 hours a week. The other makes $50,000, spends $25,000, and works 30 hours. Who's wealthier? The second person owns their time. And time is the ultimate asset. Here's your challenge. This weekend, sit down and calculate your real hourly wage. Include taxes. Include commute. Include decompression spending. Include all hours committed to your job. Write that number down. Tape it to your wallet, your credit card, your desk. The next time you're about to impulse buy, translate the price into hours of your life. Ask yourself, is this worth 5 hours of my existence? That single question will change everything. If this message hit you hard, good. That means you're waking up. And that's what Mindset Millionaire is all about, breaking mental chains before building financial ones. If you're ready to stop selling your time at a discount and start building a life with real profit, subscribe right now. Share this video with someone who looks exhausted at work. Let's wake up together. Because the goal isn't just to make money. The goal is to own your time.